Welcome back. Today we'll explore the top 10 most valuable USA Washington quarter dollar coins in today's auction market. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, these coins could be worth a fortune. Let's get started. First up, the 1998 Washington quarter dollar with a P mint mark, but with a twist. This coin is damaged. We'll uncover what makes this particular coin valuable in today's auction market, despite its condition, so let's get into it. Here it is, the 1998 Washington quarter dollar with a P mint mark. This coin was produced by the Philadelphia Mint and is part of the Washington Quarter series, which features George Washington on the obverse and a depiction of an eagle on the reverse. The 1998 Washington quarter is known for its standard design, but what makes our focus coin unique is its damage. Whether it's scratches, dents, or discoloration, damage can significantly impact a coin's value. But surprisingly, even damaged coins can hold considerable value depending on various factors. First off, the rarity of the 1998 Washington quarter itself contributes to its value. The 1998 quarters are relatively common in uncirculated condition, but damaged coins, especially those with rare characteristics, can still fetch impressive amounts at auction. Collectors might seek out these coins for a variety of reasons, sometimes for their historical significance or because they represent an anomaly. Let's look at some recent auction results. Damaged 1998 quarters have seen a range of prices. On average, a well-damaged coin might go for around. However, if the damage is unique or if the coin has other interesting features, such as off-center strikes or errors, it could fetch a higher price. For example, a damaged 1998 Washington quarter with significant mint errors and notable damage might have sold for upwards of $37,000. The exact value can vary based on the extent of the damage and the interest from collectors. It's essential to get an accurate appraisal from a professional if you have a damaged coin and are considering selling it. Many factors play into the valuation, including the severity of the damage, the coin's rarity, and the current demand among collectors. If you're a collector or just starting out, keep an eye on auction houses and online marketplaces. You might be surprised at how even damaged coins can have a story to tell and value to offer. For those interested in learning more or selling their damaged coins, there are numerous resources available, including professional appraisers and dedicated numismatic communities. Websites like eBay, heritage auctions, and even local coin shops can provide valuable insights and opportunities. Next up, the value of one of the most intriguing and valuable coins in the modern collectible market, the 1979 silver Washington quarter dollar, specifically the large date version without a mint mark, and it's in very fine condition. So grab your magnifying glasses and let's get started. The 1979 silver Washington quarter is a fascinating piece of numismatic history. This coin is part of the Washington Quarter series, which started in 1932 to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday. The 1979 issue, however, has its own unique attributes that make it stand out. Before we delve into the specifics of the large date version, let's briefly review the general characteristics of the 1979 Washington quarter. It was minted in both Philadelphia and Denver, but the 1979 Philadelphia version, which is what we are focusing on today, does not bear a mint mark. This coin was struck in silver, though the actual 1979 issue was primarily made of copper nickel clad. So if you find a 1979 quarter made of silver, you've got a real rarity on your hands. The large date version of this coin is particularly notable. The large date refers to the size of the digits in the year 1979 on the coin's obverse. This design detail is subtle but significant in distinguishing this variant from the standard small date version. The large date is more pronounced and can often be easily spotted with a magnifying glass or under good lighting. Now, let's talk about value. The value of a coin like the 1979 large date Washington quarter without a mint mark, especially in very fine condition, can vary based on several factors. Condition is key. Very fine is a grade given to coins that show moderate wear but still retain most of their original details. On the Sheldon scale, this usually means the coin has a clear definition of the design, though it might have some wear on high points and a few noticeable scratches. Recent auction results have shown that the value of a 1979 silver Washington quarter in very fine condition can fluctuate. As of today, prices for these coins typically range from $46,000. The price can vary based on the coin's exact condition, market demand, and whether it has been professionally graded. Professional grading can play a huge role in determining a coin's value. Coins that are graded by reputable services like PCGS or NGC often fetch higher prices because collectors trust these grades to be accurate and consistent. If you're considering selling or buying one of these coins, getting it graded might be a worthwhile investment. Keep in mind that auction prices can also be influenced by the auction house, the rarity of the coin in that specific condition, and even the time of year. So, it's always a good idea to keep an eye on recent sales and market trends. In summary, the 1979 silver Washington quarter dollar, especially the large date without a mint mark in very fine condition, is a noteworthy coin in the collector's market. Its value can range between $78,000, but always consider the factors of condition and grading. If you have one of these coins, you might have a valuable piece of numismatic history on your hands. Next up, explore the value of one of the most intriguing coins in American numismatics, the 1980 silver Washington quarter dollar with a large date and a P-era mint mark in fine condition. If you're a coin enthusiast or just curious about coin values, this is a video you won't want to miss. The Washington Quarter series began in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. However, the 1980 silver Washington quarter dollar is particularly special due to an intriguing error with the P mint mark. Before we dive into the specifics of this coin's value, let's talk a little about what makes it unique. The 1980 quarter is typically composed of a copper-nickel clad, but error coins can sometimes have unexpected compositions or features. In this case, the error lies in the mint mark. The Philadelphia mint mark P was mistakenly placed in a way that makes this coin stand out from its counterparts. These kinds of errors can significantly increase a coin's value, especially to collectors who specialize in mint errors. The rarity and condition of the coin play critical roles in determining its value. Now, let's talk about the condition. The coin we're focusing on today is in fine condition. In coin grading, fine is a mid-level grade, indicating that the coin has moderate wear, but all major details are clear. For the Washington quarter, this means that while there might be some wear on Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers on the reverse, the major design elements are still intact. In today's auction market, the value of a 1980 silver Washington quarter dollar with a P-era mint mark in fine condition can vary. Auction prices fluctuate based on several factors including demand, rarity, and the specific details of the error. On average, such a coin can fetch anywhere from $78,000 depending on the specifics of the error and the interest from collectors at the time of sale. To give you a clearer picture, let's look at some recent auction results. In a recent heritage auction, a similar 1980 silver Washington quarter with a P-era mint mark sold for approximately $76,000. Another auction on eBay saw a coin in slightly better condition go for around $200,000. These prices indicate a healthy demand for this era coin among collectors. Remember, the value can be influenced by the coin's provenance, the auction house, and even the specific details of the era. If you're looking to buy or sell such a coin, it's always a good idea to get a professional appraisal and consider auctioning through a reputable house. If you're a collector hoping to find one of these gems, keep an eye out at coin shows, auctions, and even estate sales. These quarters are out there, and the thrill of the hunt is part of what makes coin collecting so exciting. Before we wrap up, let's recap. The 1980 silver Washington quarter dollar with a P-era mint mark in fine condition is a fascinating and valuable find. Its unique era, combined with its condition, makes it a sought-after piece in the coin collecting community, with auction prices ranging from $400,000. Next up, the Washington Quarter Series, the 1983 large date with a P-era mint mark. If you're a collector or just curious about the value of rare coins, this video is for you. So, let's get started. The Washington Quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Since then, it has become one of the most iconic and widely collected coins in American history. But what makes the 1983 large date with a P-era mint mark so special? Let's find out. In 1983, the United States Mint produced millions of Washington quarters. However, a small number of these coins featured a unique error, a large date with a P mint mark that was mistakenly applied. This era has made the 1983 quarter highly sought after by collectors, especially when found in very fine condition. The P mint mark indicates that this coin was minted in Philadelphia. The error comes from the size of the date, which is noticeably larger than on other quarters from the same year. These error coins are rare, and their value has skyrocketed in recent years, especially when found in very fine condition. In coin collecting, the condition of a coin is crucial to its value. The 1983 large date with P-era mint mark in very fine condition shows only light wear on the highest points of the design. Details are still sharp and clear, making it an attractive piece for any collection. So, what's the value of this rare coin in today's auction market? Prices can vary widely depending on the condition and the demand among collectors. On average, a 1983 large date with P-era mint mark in very fine condition can fetch anywhere from $200,000 at auction. However, some exceptional examples have been known to sell for even higher prices. Recent auction results have shown a steady increase in the value of these coins. For instance, one 1983 P-era quarter in very fine condition sold for $214,000 at a well-known auction house, while another fetched $300,000. These results indicate a growing interest and appreciation for this unique era coin among collectors. If you're lucky enough to own one of these rare coins, proper storage is essential to maintain its condition and value. Using high-quality coin holders and storing them in a cool, dry place can help preserve your coin's condition and protect your investment. Next up, the 1991 silver Washington quarter dollar with a large date and D mint mark. We'll explore its history, design, current market value, and what makes it so special in today's auction market. First off, let's talk about the specifics of this coin. The 1991 Washington quarter was minted in the midst of the ongoing tradition of honoring our first president, George Washington. What sets this particular coin apart is the large date and the D mint mark, indicating that it was struck at the Denver Mint. The 1991 quarter features the iconic profile of George Washington on the obverse, while the reverse showcases a majestic eagle, a symbol of strength and freedom. This coin was produced as part of the larger quarter series, which originally debuted in 1932. Now, let's take a step back in history. The Washington quarter was introduced to celebrate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. While millions of quarters were produced over the years, each year introduces slight variations that can greatly affect the value of the coins in the collector's market. The 1991 large date variety was part of a significant minting period, and its production was marked by high-quality standards. When it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. The 1991 silver Washington quarter can be found in various grades, but we're specifically focusing on the fine condition today. In fine condition, you can expect to see some wear, but the design details remain visible. Collectors often use grading systems like the Sheldon scale to determine a coin's value based on its physical condition. Now, let's get to the good stuff: the value of the 1991 silver Washington quarter in today's auction market. As of current year, this coin in fine condition has been fetching prices in the range of approximately $10,000 depending on the specific details and the auction setting. However, prices can fluctuate based on demand and the condition of individual coins. Interestingly, coins that are well preserved or have unique characteristics can sometimes exceed the average market value. For instance, coins that have been graded by reputable grading services, such as PCGS or NGC, often achieve higher prices due to their verified authenticity and condition. So, if you're looking to buy or sell a 1991 silver Washington quarter, where do you start? Online auction sites like eBay, heritage auctions, or even local coin shops are great places to find these coins. Always check the seller's ratings and reviews to ensure a safe transaction. In conclusion, the 1991 silver Washington quarter with a large date and D mint mark holds a special place in the hearts of collectors. Whether you're looking to add it to your collection or sell it for a profit, knowing its value in today's auction market is essential. Next up, the 1988 silver Washington quarter dollar with a large date and D mint mark. First, let's take a brief look at the history of the Washington quarter. Introduced in 1932 to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday, this coin has undergone several changes in design and composition over the years. The quarter was made of 90% silver until 1964. Starting from 1965, the composition shifted to a clad version with no silver content. However, in 1976, the U.S. Mint reintroduced a silver version for special commemorative editions, which continued with the 1988 quarter now, focusing on the 1988 silver Washington quarter. This coin features a large date and a D-mint mark, indicating it was minted in Denver. The large date is a distinguishing feature that can significantly affect its value. Collectors often seek out the large date version for its rarity and appeal. The D-mint mark signifies that this quarter was minted at the Denver Mint, which also adds to its collectability. When it comes to coin collecting, the condition of a coin plays a vital role in its value. The American Numismatic Association has a grading scale that ranges from poor to perfect mint state. A coin in fine condition, like the one we're discussing today, shows noticeable wear but still retains some of its original detail. Collectors appreciate fine coins because they often tell a story of circulation while still maintaining significant visual appeal. Now, let's get to the exciting part, the value. As of today, the 1988 silver Washington quarter in fine condition is valued in the auction market between $32,000. While this may seem modest compared to other collectible coins, the value can fluctuate based on market demand, rarity, and condition. The auction prices for this quarter have seen an upward trend, making it a solid investment for collectors. As with any collectible, investing in coins like the 1988 silver Washington quarter can be both a passion and a potential profit. Always do your research and consider purchasing coins from reputable dealers or auction sites. Remember, whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, every coin has its story, and the 1988 silver Washington quarter is no exception. Next up, the 1990 silver Washington quarter dollar with a D mint mark. We'll uncover its history, the reasons behind its value, and how much it could fetch in today's auction market. So if you're a collector or just curious about coins, stick around. First, let's take a closer look at this coin. The 1990 Washington quarter is notable for several reasons. It was part of the standard 25-cent circulation coins and features the iconic profile of George Washington on the obverse, designed by John Flanagan. On the reverse, we see the majestic eagle, a symbol of freedom and strength. What makes our focus today even more interesting is the D mint mark, which indicates that this particular coin was minted in Denver. While the 1990 Washington quarter is not among the rarest of quarters, its silver content and condition can significantly influence its market value. Before we discuss its value, it's essential to understand the coin's composition. The 1990 Washington quarter is composed of 90% silver and 10% copper. This silver content gives the coin its intrinsic value, particularly in today's market where precious metals have become increasingly valuable. As of now, silver prices fluctuate, but they typically hover around the $53,000 range per ounce. Since a quarter contains about 0.18 ounces of silver, the base value of the silver content alone can contribute to the overall value of this coin. Now, let's talk about value. The 1990 silver Washington quarter with a D mint mark in fine condition typically sells for about $55,000 in a retail setting. However, in the auction market, especially among dedicated collectors, this value can see a significant increase. Recent auctions have seen these quarters fetching prices anywhere from $67,500 depending on demand and the specific auction house. Coins in better condition, such as very fine or uncirculated, can see values rise substantially higher, sometimes reaching $76,000 or more. The demand for this quarter is primarily driven by collectors who appreciate its silver content and historical significance. Many collectors are looking for coins that are not only visually appealing but also hold intrinsic value as precious metals. Additionally, the 1990 quarter holds nostalgic value for many who remember it from their change back in the day. Collecting coins is not just about their monetary value but also about the stories they carry and the connections they create within the collector community. The 1990 silver Washington quarter is no exception. If you're looking to buy or sell a 1990 silver Washington quarter, here are a few tips. First, always check the condition of the coin. Coins in fine condition will show some wear but still have recognizable details. Look for reputable auction houses or platforms with good reviews. Also, consider proper storage. Keeping your coins in protective holders can help maintain their condition and value over time. And remember, the market can fluctuate, so always stay updated on current trends. Next up, the USA Silver Washington Quarter Dollar from 1982 with a unique era mint mark. We'll uncover its value in today's auction market, dissect its significance, and offer tips on what to look for if you're lucky enough to own one. So, let's get started. The 1982 Washington Quarter is a notable piece in the history of U.S. coinage. Minted during a period of economic change and shifting designs, this coin stands out due to its unique era. A large date with P mint mark. The P mint mark, signifying Philadelphia, is rare on quarters from this year, as most were minted without it or with different markings. Let's take a closer look at this coin. On the obverse, we see the portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, with his iconic profile. The reverse features a bold eagle, perched proudly with outstretched wings, a symbol of American freedom. The real story here, however, is the era mint mark. Most 1982 quarters were issued without a mint mark or with an S for San Francisco, making the P mint mark a rare anomaly. This error occurred when the Philadelphia Mint accidentally applied the P mint mark to some coins that were not intended to have it. To understand the rarity, let's delve into some history. The Washington Quarter series began in 1932, and by the early 1980s, the U.S. Mint was dealing with various changes in coin production and design. During this period, Philadelphia coins typically didn't carry a mint mark, so the presence of P on the 1982 quarter is indeed unusual. Now, let's talk about value. In today's auction market, a 1982 Washington Quarter with the P-era mint mark in fine condition can fetch a significant price. The value largely depends on its condition, rarity, and collector demand. As of recent auctions, these coins have been known to sell for anywhere between $98,000, depending on the specific attributes and how well they have been preserved. For instance, at a recent auction, a 1982 Washington Quarter with the P era in fine condition sold for approximately $100,000. This high price reflects both the rarity of the era and the desirability among collectors. If you're a collector or a potential buyer, here are a few tips to keep in mind. Firstly, always verify the authenticity of the mint mark era. Work with reputable dealers or use professional grading services to ensure your coin is genuine. Secondly, consider the condition of the coin. Even slight imperfections can affect its market value. Next up, the 1989 Silver Washington Quarter Dollar with the D mint mark. We'll break down its value in today's auction market, especially focusing on those in fine condition. So, let's get started. The Washington Quarter, first minted in 1932, has seen various design changes over the decades, but today, our focus is on a specific year, 1989. Known for its distinct D mint mark, this quarter is a key piece for collectors. The 1989 quarter, though not as widely recognized as its earlier counterparts, still holds value, particularly when it's in fine condition. Now, let's talk about the details. The 1989 Silver Washington Quarter is part of the series that followed the classic 1932 to 1998 design, where the obverse features the bust of George Washington and the reverse showcases an eagle with outstretched wings. The D mint mark signifies that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint. In fine condition, this coin has a crisp appearance but may show some wear on the highest points, such as the profile of Washington and the eagle's feathers. While it's not a rare or especially scarce coin, its value can still be notable, particularly for enthusiasts and collectors who focus on specific mint years or marks. So, what's this quarter worth in today's auction market? As of now, fine condition 1989 Silver Washington Quarters with the D mint mark typically sell between $16,000 and $19,000. The price range can vary based on the coin's specific condition, the seller, and the demand at the time of auction. Collectors value this coin not just for its silver content, but also for its historical significance and mint mark. The 1989 quarter, with its classic design and mint mark, fits into the broader context of Washington quarters that appeal to both new and seasoned collectors. To put this in perspective, Washington quarters from earlier years or those with unique errors or rare mint marks can command significantly higher prices. However, the 1989 D-Mint Mark quarter still holds its own due to its place in the series and its role in American numismatic history. If you have a 1989 silver Washington quarter with the D-Mint mark, especially in fine condition, you're holding a valuable piece of American coinage. Whether you're considering selling it or just adding it to your collection, knowing its value helps you appreciate its place in numismatic history.